Hi, my name is Wilson and welcome to my channel, Raw Epics. Today we're going to spend a bit of time off the bike and we're going to actually go through a long-term review of the cockpit I've been riding for the past few months. Alright, as you can see, a lot of orange bits on the bike. Alright, so what we have here on review is a saddle, okay, grips, handlebar and stem, as well as pedals. They're all by Deity Components. These components have kindly been put on the bike by Unsprung. They've generously allowed me to ride these components for the past few months, give it a good old trashing, and have me now to talk about them. Alright, so let's go through the parts one by one. I think let's start from the back here. Alright, this is a speed trap saddle. This one comes with orange accents, as you can see. Now you can see that this saddle has Kevlar armor on the sides. The top has a kind of grippy material where the orange accents are kind of made out of. It's a little bit grippy, so when you are on the bike, your bum doesn't slide around as much. You can see a bit of it has worn off, but that's a minor issue. The saddle is still pretty much does the job. I would say the saddle is pretty long, and I prefer to have a slightly nose down orientation to it, as you can see. Okay, moving on, I really like to talk about the grips from Deity. These are the knuckle duster grips. I've used them extensively, but despite the usage, they haven't really been wearing out. So you can see really good wear on them. I like that they have this this fishbone pattern on them, followed by the rib section over here, further in. What's cool about these is they don't have end caps. Instead, the end of the grip goes right around and it's all made of the same material. So I really like these grips. These are the first pair of grips where I really don't have to use gloves. You know, even when my hands are really hot and sweaty, as is usually the case in a tropical environment. These have been great. You can see the waffling on the underside that has been put there to allow the fingers to wrap right around. So really secure. One of my personal favorites and something I will use especially if I'm riding without gloves, which I'm doing more and more of the time now, especially when I'm teaching on the job. Speaking of attachment to the handlebars, let's talk about the handlebars. These are Skyline 787 handlebars. Okay, you can see the number over there. So these handlebars were originally, I think, 780 or maybe 790, hence the 787 width millimeters. I had them cut down to 740. I'm personally a big fan of 740. I don't really like too wide the bars, but what I like about these bars is that they actually don't have much of a rise, only 15mm rise. These also come in a 25mm rise, these alloy bars. These are not the only bars available from Deity. They also offer a wide range of other models, wider models as well. These are the lightest alloy bars available from Deity, and they also make carbon bars as well, obviously. I think just for reliability, the alloy bars are great for as a travel option. Alright, they're not the lightest, but at the same time, these are much less prone to damage, scoring, or any unexpected impacts compared to the carbon bar. So I really like these on the bike for now. I'm not a big fan of having a huge rise on the bars. I kind of like to slam my bars fairly low. To help me with that, we should talk about the stem I'm running the bars together with. Alright, so this is a copperhead stem. Alright, as you can see, alright, this is a 50mm length. It has a really low stack height. That's what I really like about this stem. So, and it also has 0° rise. So much so that I really had to put a 5mm spacer. You can see the 5mm spacer on the bottom there, just to give it a little bit of a rise, and as well as to offset the fact that it's a very low rise bar to begin with. Alright, so really low profile. I think this stem is actually a fit and forget item. It's really solid. You can see it has really big bolts on the faceplate. That's a very nice solid attachment that's not going anywhere. Alright, as well as the clamping mechanism on to the steerer tube. Okay, so these don't use the standard 4mm Allen key bolts. They use 5mm bolts, so they are a little bit bigger, much less prone to rounding. The stem and bar combo is 31.8. I haven't really gone to 35mm yet. I'm happy with this. It does the job. Perfect. Alright, let's move on down to the pedals. I'm always particularly picky about pedals. Alright, so these are the Deity T-Mac Signature Series pedals. So with regard to pedals, there are heavier pedals out there on the market. These offer a good compromise between weight, you know, they're kind of like mid-range weight, and grip, and surface area. You can see how wide the surface area is, and as well as the concavity. Alright, you can actually see how concave the pedals are, and the number of pins that they have, which allows lots of custom placement. So I currently have 4 pins on the back, 4 pins on the front, okay, and a couple of pins on the side as well. And if you look from the side, you can really see the sideways concave profile. So that really allows me to sit in and spread my feet. Alright? And this has actually much better grip than my previous set of pedals, and I'm pretty happy with them. Obviously, if you have the occasional pedal slip, it's going to mess up your shin or your calf. These pins are really grippy, and you can see they are just grub screws that go in. Obviously replaceable, and every pair of pedals comes with a whole set of replacement pins. So that's my quick review of the Deity Cockpit that I currently have on my bike. Alright, this bike is gonna go with me on my next trip to Tasmania again, which is the second time in the past 4 months. Thanks for watching the review. If you like what you see, please leave a comment, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe if you enjoy watching and want to watch more videos from my channel. Thanks very much, and I'll see you. Have a good day.